So I was on the gram. That's Instagram for you older people like me. I started saying the gram, and then I heard it's IG. Whatever. Whatever it is. I was on there the other day posting about some upcoming courses, some things I'm doing, some pictures, like trying to stay in my social presence, doing my thing. And there was a quote or a post by a guy. His name is Jarek Lewis at Jerry Lou. So I'm atting you, and I'm going to have your stuff on the screen and B-roll here. And what he says is, if I could speak to myself at 18 years old, here's what I would say. And he goes through about 7 different cards as to what he would say to himself and how it would change everything. And because I come to you from the financial freedom perspective and generational wealth building, I'm going to go through these with you and give you my thoughts on them. I think they're on the money. I don't need to change anything about what he said. I just want to talk about it. I'm going to get your opinions in the comments and tell me what you would say to your 18-year-old self. Add in. Tell me what you would say to your 18-year-old self. And I want to do this conversation. It's going to be me talking at you, but then hopefully we have a very developed conversation in the comments. Because I want you to look at this from a perspective of growth and future. I don't want you living life in regret. Do not live life looking backwards. I want you looking at this moment, very present in the moment, and I want you thinking about the future to grow yourself. Because that is what financial freedom is making decisions today that will affect you tomorrow. That's what building generational wealth is making decisions today that will outlast you after you are dead and gone from this world, because none of us will be here forever. And the hustle side is all about putting in that effort and making those opportunity cost exchanges so that you can have something to show for it, the universe allowing that you can be here later on to enjoy it. So stick around, let's dive into these posts. Hey YouTube, it is your girl Teddy Ewing, educating you on financial freedom through entrepreneurship, your hustling, your grind, and building generational wealth. So on my IG feed came up this guy named Jarek Lewis, at Jerry Lou. I don't follow him. I don't know him. So if he's a good guy, bad guy, I don't know. Who this man Harpo? I don't know who he is, but I'm going to put him up on the screen. I'm giving him his credit for what he wrote. Speaking to his 18-year-old self, he said he would adopt these principles. This guy in the picture looks pretty young. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But anyway, first one is stop buying dumb shit. Buy things that pay you to own them, then buy whatever you want. I'm clapping, okay? Making your money work for you. Your money is like your children, and your children need to be working for you. Not literally your children, right? But your children, your employees. We'll say it's like your employees. Your employees need to be working for you, and their employees need to be working for you. That is how money works. So that is investing in stocks, so you can get a dividend. That is staking your crypto so that you're getting rewards from it. So not only do you own the asset, but you're reaping the rewards from it as well. That is owning rental properties or Airbnbs or short-term rental, long-term rental, owning property that is bringing you income. So not your home. I'm not saying your home. I don't want to have that debate as if your home is good debt, bad debt, whatever. All I'm saying is if it's not making you money, then it's technically not an asset, okay? So have your money work for you. Do things that are gonna make you money while you're awake and while you are sleeping. So number 1 on that one. Number 2, life isn't fair. Stop trying to make it fair. Go make life unfair to your advantages. And the first thing that comes to my mind is taxes, y'all. The wealthy and taxes. People are so irritated by the fact that people like Jeff Bezos and the Microsoft guy, all these wealthy billionaires don't pay taxes, right? And people are just so disgusted. Donald Trump, won't show his taxes. Stop trying to beat them. Join them. Figure out how you can live your life, run your businesses, run your investments so that you have as little tax liability as possible. I think Robert Kiyosaki had partnered on a book called Tax-Free Wealth. The guy who wrote it, his last name is Wheelwright. Like for real, y'all. Don't beat them, join them, because it's a law written. These aren't people gaming the system. They're following the tax law within the way it's written. And not just taxes. I mean, you should make things unfair to your advantage. That is, you have to know better to do better. So once you know the rules, learn how to play them to your advantage. Stop worrying about right, wrong, fair, unfair. Worry about financial freedom. Worry about generational wealth. Worry about building within the structures that are around us. The third one, go to the gym and never stop going. Make it as normal as brushing your teeth. So true. I mean, of course I'm military, so I've been PTing, we call it, physical training, for over 20 years. And there are many moments I've regretted it, not because of the action itself, but because of the time I had to do it, the way I had to do it, the stress that was involved with doing it. But I will say in the long run, I mean, I feel good. I am 41. I feel like I look good. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I feel like I can attribute most of that to my physical fitness in my adulthood. So I can only say, start where you are. Start where you are. Don't worry about the past. Wherever you are, find the thing that you enjoy. You know, sometimes I enjoy running and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wonder when I retire here in the next year, will I continue to run miles, right? Miles a day. And some days I love running and some days I just don't feel like it and I run. I do the elliptical, I do the row machine, or I just lift weights. So find your happy place and do that thing. This is not a competition, okay? This is not a competition. You are only in competition with yourself. So good job on that one, Jarek. All right, number 4, your employer does not care about you. They pay you enough to keep you around and not $1 more. I'm sure many of you have seen that tweet going around about how quickly your job would be replaced should you pass away or something happened to you, that your employer would replace you. And it's so true. That's why I came up with a 365-day exit strategy, because you really need to be your employer. You got to do your 9 to 5 to do your thing, to grow, to build wealth, to be stable, to be financially secure, whatever it is. But you have to know that when you're an entrepreneur, your income potential is limitless. There is no cap on how much money you can make. You might think you're going to make thousands, and then you make tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands by innovating and developing new products and new ways to do things, sell things, help people. I've seen it in my own life, like helping people start businesses, and then helping people get into crypto, helping them find their crypto once they've lost it, helping them prevent losing their crypto, making more crypto. It's changed my life. And I'm so glad I came into this niche and I discovered it, and I knew that there's a way to help people because I knew I needed help. So your employer is not the person you should be dedicating most of your time to. You use that as a means to an end or a stepping stone to get to the next thing, all right? Because they just need you to help better their pockets and their bottom line. Number 5, trading your time for a fixed hourly wage is a terrible use of time. Start looking for ways to make money in your sleep. I don't even need to say any more about that. Obviously, it's what I preach every day. Stop trading your time for money when you can trade your time for wealth. Dollar for dollar, you'll never be wealthy if that's what you're shooting for. And if you're going to invest the time, if you're going to do it, if you ain't going to do it right, don't do it at all. If you're going to spend 8 hours working in a day, why don't you spend those 8 hours exerting that energy to make yourself wealthy, instead of spending those 8 hours to make an income or to make ends meet? Okay? I can't say it no simpler. Make yourself wealthy with that same amount of energy instead of making the ends meet. Number 6, drinking alcohol has no benefits. The sooner you realize this, the better. I think this dude, I looked at his bio and he said, I think he was in the Air Force at some point. And in a military culture, you're surrounded by alcohol and all those things. So yeah, I enjoy wine as much as the next wine lover does, but I don't drink it often. I'll have bottles sitting in our cabinet for months and it won't be touched. I definitely don't do hard liquor. So take it or leave it. It's so true. It doesn't benefit your life, right? It may make you feel good when you're out with your friends, but it's nothing you should be doing on a regular basis and yearning for throughout the day. All right, number 7, last one. Spend more time cheering for yourself than your favorite sports team. Most people do the opposite and wonder why they're so unhappy. When I came onto this entrepreneurial journey and I started searching for financial freedom and reaching my FIRE, financial independence, retire early number, I was so irritated with sports lovers. And not because I'm anti-sport, not because I'm hating on your team, not because of any of that, but because the effort, time, and money people put into sports and don't in return put into themselves irritates me just a little bit. I'm not knocking your high school pride, your college pride, alma mater pride for your kids and their alma maters, whatever. Like, I'm not knocking it. I just want you to bring that same energy for yourself. Cheer for them in the stands. Cheer for yourself in the stands like you cheer for them. Because I'm gonna promise you, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The people on the outside aren't gonna cheer for you as much as you think they should or will. So you have to have that internal fortitude to be cheering for yourself in order to grow and reach your exponential greatness. I mean, if you can't love yourself, if you can't cheer for yourself, why would someone else, why would your customers, why would your clients, why would your followers be cheering for you when you don't know how to cheer for yourself? So when you see me bright, red in the globe, my light just went out. I guess I've been doing too many videos today. But I'm here trying to be vibrant, live my best life, and I'm cheering for my damn self all the time. You're going to see me smiling, living my life, and cheering. I want the same for you. So invest in yourself at least 1% a day to reach your exponential greatness. This is Teddy Ewing. Shout out. Thank you for, what's his name? Jerry Lou for giving me some content today. I appreciate you. This is Teddy Ewing signing off.